Are those first and third Thursdays of the month making you feel stronger? Are they turning into a good, productive habit? Are you finding chops that you felt like you lost in the Nixon administration? Well, hopefully all those are yeses, that you are following along, getting better, and practicing with the Groovecast Nation. Hello, folks. Phil here from the Drummers Weekly Groovecast. We are back with episode 4 of Accountability Thursday. By the way, before we jump into the show, have you been by the new website? No, but you've been saying you're going to do it? Well, now's the time. Head on over to the new for 2018 drummersweeklygroovecast.com website. I know it's a couple months old now, but we update that thing religiously and we're proud of it. So go on over and take a look. You can communicate with us there if you like. You can always also subscribe to the show on your favorite mode of podcast listening, such as iTunes, Google Play Podcasts, Stitcher. There's buttons on there. You can click on it. You can also communicate with us there through our email form, or you can always communicate with us on our social media. We have Facebook, which is facebook.com/Drummers Weekly Groovecast, Twitter, twitter.com/DW Groovecast, or the oft maligned Instagram, which we're still getting it together. We're Drummers Weekly Groovecast over at Instagram. So anyway, go on over to the website. Now let's move on to Accountability Thursday, episode 4. All right, we are back in the NARD solo book with another uber classic. This time, it's from somebody I bet you know. You guys ever heard of George Lawrence Stone? He's that little old man that wrote a book called Stick Control. He also did Accents and Rebounds, plus a whole bunch of other great must-have Bibles of drumming. So he wrote a solo that is in the NARD book called Old Tin Can. Old Tin Can is a great, short, traditional, rudimental solo. It's super catchy and ultra groovy. It's not that difficult of a solo, but Stone writes in a few surprises along the way that keeps your concentration on point. For example, throughout this solo, there are flammecues written. Flammecues, as we know from doing our first 3 episodes, are part of almost all these rudimental solos. It adds a nice, funky accent on an upbeat. Well, aside from those flammecues, Stone also gives you some sort of flammecue-ish style rhythms without the flams, where you have that upbeat on the E that's accented, but no flams on either side. So you got to keep your concentration together to make sure you don't either A, blow through the traditional flammecues or add flams to the non-flammecues. Then there's also several places throughout the solo where he's just playing alternating 8th note flams, and then all of a sudden, surprise, he'll give you some 8th note flams with the flams on the downbeats, and then on the ands or the upbeats, there are no flams, just a single note. So we interpret those like flam taps. So again, that's going to catch you by surprise from time to time. And then the last thing I want to talk about is watch the dynamics. This entire solo, like all of our traditional rudimental solos, they're pretty much always played at forte level. But there are a few places that you have to play some piano notes and then some double forte, some fortissimo notes to make it really stand out and be funky and have a nice feel, catchy rhythm to it. All right. Not going to say a lot more than that. It's a fun, funky little solo. Take your time, work on it, and then don't forget, after you listen to it on this episode, go to the show notes, click on the YouTube link, head over to YouTube. There you can watch the video, which will have me playing it first, where you can see the sheet music, and then it will go to the actual performance video of me playing it on the practice pad. All right, so let's give a listen to Old Tin Can. I hope you enjoy working on this tasty little solo. It is a fun and great sounding little exercise. Now, don't forget, one of the important aspects of Accountability Thursday is your active participation in this. And we don't just mean you sitting at home playing on a practice pad. Of course, we want you to do that, and we encourage everyone to do that. But we love it when you guys work on these things, come out of the shed with newfound confidence, and make your own videos. Go on to the social media provider of your liking, post that video, and tag the show in your description. It's a big family affair. No judgments here. We like to have a lot of fun, and we're all a big, encouraging lot of folk. All right, that's going to do it for this Accountability Thursday. Don't forget, new full episodes are published every Monday with Accountability Thursdays every first and third Thursday of the month. All right, that's it for now. Phil here signing off from the Drummers Weekly Groovecast. Let's have one more listen to Old Tin Can.